Welcome to the metaphysical journey. In this reading, I'll be answering the question of what lies ahead in the week or weeks to come. This is a 6-card reading using tarot. There's one of the options that I give that I pulled an additional card for a little more clarification, so there'll be a 7th. And at the very end, I'm going to be pulling an archangel card from a new deck that I have recently purchased. So what's headed your way? And that's the Ace of Cups. And that's exciting, right? Ace of Cups, often when people see it, they think new love. Well, Venus is in retrograde right now, so we might want to have a little caution with that. But for this reading, what I really have taken away from the cards, and then at the end when I pulled the Archangel card, it kind of nailed it for me. This is about friendship or a new collaboration. So the Ace of Cups, it can be either new love or new friendship. It's very positive energy, and it's a feeling of happiness coming your way. And so your happiness cup is going to be overflowing. That's a great thing, considering all the different portals and the changes and the moon we have coming up. We need all the happiness we can get right now. It's been kind of dark. So that's a good thing. Now, how might this show up? And this shows up as the Page of Wands. Now, this is some really energetic, youthful, happy energy coming in. So if it's an actual person coming, they're going to be kind, energetic, a bit naive in experience, but very bubbly and maybe not so efficient or methodical or even responsible, but there's some great energy there and we can take that. So it's a very optimistic person with a very bright energy, and they are very in touch with their inner child. Now, there's a lot to be said for this, because if you've been going through some changes or a lot of shadow work and just feeling heavy and tired and exhausted, maybe you need some new energy coming in. It's the thing to bring you back to life. And this Page of Wands can do that for you. This also, the Page of Wands can represent some really good news that's on the way. Maybe you've been working on some stuff and you've just needed a break, and this may be the time that it comes forward. So it could relate to creativity, expression, and even new ideas. So Page of Wands, fresh new stuff coming your way. So what action is needed? And this is represented by the sun. And that basically is just saying, enjoy the moment. Just accept it for what it is and be happy with it. Let go of the hardships that you've been worrying about and just go with it. Again, a lot of darkness and different feelings people have been expressing because of all of the planetary changes and things happening up in the heavens. So just take this as a breath of fresh air, open the door just a bit, let that sunshine in, and kind of just bask in it. So it's new, exciting stuff coming. So how do you deal with that? And I like to build in 2 options. Option number 1 is the 3 of Wands. And so this is creative collaboration. Now, this really goes back to the friendship or partnership or collaboration person coming into your life. It may be time to start a new project, and they offer the perfect energy and creativity and exuberance that you can work with. So this card could indicate, as I said before, with the Page of Wands, new creativity or expression of new ideas, and the perfect person to work on that with. So the option here is just accept that and embrace it. It's time to get out of the house and connect with others on those new ideas. So use this option to say, all right, I'm going to give this some thought. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to see where this goes, and just going to ride along with the flow, because it's going to be a really great one coming your way. So get out of your shell and try some new things. That's what option number 1 is really telling you. Ask yourself, what if, and just allow this to happen and see where it goes. So take some time to daydream about new possibilities and what the future could have in store for you, because you know what? You deserve it. Now, what's another option of how to deal with this? And that's the 2 of Wands. Now, this is the one that I had to pull a second card on, because it kind of threw me a bit. So the 2 of Wands is saying there's a choice to be made. You have to decide between something. So you do have option number 1 of just, soaking in the sunshine and going with it, but you may not quite be ready to do that yet. again, you're coming out of a period of some deep thought, a lot of different energies happening, and you're thinking, I'm not ready to put on the sunscreen just yet. So I pulled an additional card to kind of go into this a bit more, and that was the Four of Swords. So what this is saying is that maybe it's time to kind of take a little bit of a rest or a break and do more deep thinking that you have been all these weeks leading up to this, and give some serious thought to what you're being presented with. If the Page of Wands is coming in with these really great ideas, think about those ideas and kind of play them over in your head to see, would this work for me? And what might I not be thinking of? What are some possible pitfalls? What are some possible successes? And really weigh that out. So maybe this is exactly what you do need right now to get you out of your head in one way, but also put you back in your head or keep you there to really think this through to make sure. Remember that the Page of Wands and that energy, it can come across as very somewhat a little immature, childish, and it's not always well thought out, but there's a lot of energy there. So really think about how I can make this work for everyone involved. What is the exuberant, energetic child not thinking or considering that I need to now step in and do that? So make introspection part of this process so that you know you're doing everything right all along the way. Now, to kind of go with this, the last card I like to pull, usually the sixth card, is the Major Arcana Energy card. And for this, it's a card that you can tap into the energy of that to help you as you work through all these processes, especially options 1 and option 2 in particular. And this is the Empress. Now, this is great. I was happy that when I shuffled the cards and I just put them out there, the Empress showed up. I didn't have to go searching for a major, keep pulling cards until I got a major one. It was the next one. So you can't make that up. It's a great thing. And the Empress brings the energy of compassion and nurturing. And it could be that the Page of Wands, as I mentioned, may be a little childish a little bit, but with your help, you can take that energy and nurture that into something that's really going to be great. The Empress also reminds us to be patient with ourselves, to not be too hard on ourselves as we work through what we're going through. We have to have patience. Also, we need to approach life and decisions with grace and beauty. Be very well thought out and planned, because that's who the Empress is, and that's the energy that she has. So she reminds us to see where we are in life right now, everything we've gone through to get to where we are right now, and to embrace that and just accept it and accept ourselves as we are. Remember that life is as happy as our hearts and our thoughts allow it to be. So really embrace the Empress and embrace a loving, nurturing, and compassionate heart. And that's how you will present forward to the world, and also how the world will present to you. So those are the cards for the what's ahead. I wanted to pull a Archangel card from a new deck called the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards. And the card I pulled was Uriel, friendship. Now, this is how I knew that this reading was about friendship. And Archangel Uriel, Uriel means fire of God. And that is the Archangel of prophecy. Now, this really works in alignment with the Empress of kind of looking at everything and weighing everything out, and kind of having that nurturing, compassionate heart, and kind of seeing the future a bit of what lies ahead and what it could be. So the Archangel of prophecy, Uriel provides insight, clarity, vision, and also inner peace. Inner peace can go with that Four of Swords from before, where you really have to kind of go back into your head and be introspective and look at everything to see if you're missing something. But Uriel also helps us to better understand and see other people's motives and possible hidden agendas. So you can call on Uriel anytime that you want to help you in whatever you need, and he will always arrive to be there for you. So I hope that these cards help, and it gives you an idea of what is going to be coming. Again, friendship, That's a great thing. We could all use new friends. Along those lines, I want to say this is that in the work that you've been doing leading up to this week, especially with, again, Venus in retrograde, there could have been some loves or past loves, and you've had to either do healing or closure on that. And also during this time of ascension, there's a lot of things you've let go, a lot of energies that no longer worked, a lot of people that you aren't as close to as you used to be, because everything just kind of grew apart naturally, or maybe you had to make those hard decisions. It's very possible that right now, having a new friend, someone new coming in that you can collaborate with, is exactly what you need. So really think about that as you move forward in the weeks to come. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and thank you for following me on the metaphysical journey. Have a great night.